Morning everyone, welcome back. So today we're down Blaenavon. We're filming somewhere I have droned before again. It's called Blaenavon Ironworks, but this time obviously I've got you in my hand on the camera. Now this is the car park. It's quite a small car park, but I don't imagine they get a lot of visitors at the same time. So I'll turn you around and I'll show you. Just look at the size on there. Probably doesn't do it justice on the camera, but in real life it's bigger than a bus. And here's a bit of information about the site. Live in a busy old place. And of course you can pause it if you want to read all of that. And the ironworks, or what's left of it, is just the other side of the road from the car park. So now is in through the gift shop to have a proper look around. Quite fitting that it's made out of metal. So it looked like quite a busy, complex site. Some of the old stuff left around, all rotting away. Same sort of stuff that was down the Clearwell caves that I went down. So apparently there's a little display through here, so let's go and take a look.
Mae'n offernol o boeth yma, ac yn benedlus, credwch chi
So this would have been the furnace. Much smaller than it once was, I imagine. So we just come out of that building by there, and there's plenty of wildlife up here. I don't know if you can hear all the birds chattering away. But we are in April, so I suppose it could be coming up nesting season. Now we do get to go up on top of this in a minute. Doesn't look very big from down by here, but I can assure you it's pretty big. This would have been one of the furnaces. It's the only one you can get really close to, but there are others here. I'm guessing that's where it would have come out as iron ore. You may have seen pipes on that model over by here in the beginning, and those pipes would have come over to places like this, which would have recycled the hot steam that was needed to actually get the iron ore out of the rock, and then they used the energy from it to power the machines to blow the air back into the furnaces. Of course, one of the main perks of working in the mine is they gave you accommodation, and this is some of that accommodation. Apparently there's some setups inside which we're going to go in and take a look at now. So this is one of the earliest houses and how it would have looked inside for them. Pretty small. So the next one is 1840. Let's see how it improved for them. Well, they didn't get much more space downstairs. But we have noticed there's a little stairs in the corner. So let's see if we can get up there and have a look. I just fitted sideways going up those stairs. Anyone like sleeping on the floor? Very basic. Don't know where born with today's mod cons. I just noticed on my way back downstairs in this one, the wallpaper is newspaper all the way around. How I didn't spot that the first time, I don't know. Tight. So the next room along from that one is a bit of an exhibition, really. A better model. And there's those pipes I was talking about going across to be recycled. And this looks like it would have been their local shop. The bread doesn't look too appetizing, does it? That's a chopping board there, isn't it? So this would have been where that massive great big chimney was, in the middle of the houses. The classic British outhouse. Imagine coming out here in the middle of the night for your wee. No thank you. So we're up to 1927 now. Much more like a normal house in here than bare bones of the others. Of course, they would have cooked on the fireplace as well as heated and warmed their water for their baths. Still small, but much more acceptable, don't you think? The old classic lamp. And another variety. Let's see what this one is. Oh, much like the last one. A better fire in this one now. I always remember my grandmother talking about drying things out in front of the fire. Same little, what you could call a kitchen by there. There's a stairs on this one, so we'll take a look up there in a minute. Ooh. Of course, we are during the war years on this one. We're still doing the standard tin bath though by the looks. And you can see, although they weren't very wide, they weren't very tall either. I'm 6'2" and I've got maybe 6 or 7 inches till the ceiling. Another narrow one, but not quite as narrow as the first one I went in. And look at that old socket by there. So now we're upstairs. Much more acceptable master bedroom on this one. Apart from having your kids sleep next to you maybe. I didn't notice this on the way in. This little record player. I wonder if we get all the way up to 2025. Okay, we're getting much more modern now. We have a high chair. Same style fire. We start to get pianos. Same little kitchen and sink though in the corner, so that hasn't improved much. Looks like a child's play area. Probably what they would have had as their front room. And a very rudimental television. So upstairs now we've got a chest of drawers and a little bed. Oh, 2 doubles. Looks like one of the first hair dryers. I'm sure my garden vac looks a bit like that. Oh, electric shaver by there. And a wardrobe. So it looks like this is as modern as we get. I don't know when this mine closed down. This might be quite close to the date, I'm not sure. But I will put all that in the description, of course. This one looks quite livable. Much the same setup. Except this one has a side unit. Oh. Wonder how good that was. Bit of a bigger telly in the corner. Oh, they've got a proper kitchen. A kettle. Oh, an actual stove. Not sure I'd put the high chair next to the stove though. There we are, look. We thought AI was a new thing. So now we're upstairs in this one. You always seem to have to walk through a bedroom to get to a bedroom, which of course would never be acceptable now. A little bar heater there on the floor. Oh wow, that's wild paper. A tea's made with a light bulb on top, so that to wake you up as well as make you a cup of tea. You can see the draw of the job if you manage to get yourself a little cottage and a nice secure job as well. So just behind the cottages we've got a row of what looks like toilets. I don't know if they were outhouses for the houses or maybe for the workers. And here's a bit of a view inside one for you. Okay, so we're now on our way up to the top of there. And I believe we can walk all the way across the other side up here and take a look too. I don't think I can even see that first word. Calcining kilns and balance tower. To me these look a bit like storage sheds for some reason. Let's take a look inside. Yeah, I'd say a storage shed, but I'm happy for someone to correct me. And the one next to it looks pretty much the same, except it hasn't got the bars going across the top there. So this sculpture area by here of the ponies is just to depict that once a year they bring the ponies up from the mine and let them have a wander about, a bit of a break. Look at the view from up here. There's Big Pit over in the far distance over there. Prime mining territory. That's beautiful on a sunny day like this. So right up the top by here now. I told you this was a long way up. It's also a very long way down. So we're up the top of the blast furnaces now, in this area. This one seems to have had a bit of a cave in. unless it was a little storage area. So this is another place that surprised me, that I've visited before but not actually been inside. There's actually a fair bit here, and I assumed that because it was such a small site there wouldn't be a lot to see. It's not a bad couple of hours out actually. So there we go, that was Blaenavon Ironworks. Much better than I thought it was going to be. Plenty of history, and at the end of the day it's Welsh history. It's where I'm from. So, please like, comment, subscribe, and I'll see you guys on the next one. Bye bye for now.